Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on the start of a Thursday. Glad you're with us to start the day. Why are we so out of focus, Jordan? Jordan is going to make sure that we're in focus.
Yeah, you definitely want to see our faces.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I mean, I do appreciate a softer lens. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you actually go back to how...
I just had to run out really quick and switch chairs because I was just sinking in the other one. My fat rear end apparently weighing things down these days. Gotta love getting older.
Without having one, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So funny. Hope you're off to a good start. Tomorrow, you start your vacation.
Yes, and I apologize for texting right now. I'm texting the girl who I did the story with.
Oh.
Just to let her know. We'll talk about this in a second, but I just wanted to let her know. That it aired and that we'd probably be talking about
it. Tomorrow, as Katie starts her vacation, we're going to have a very special guest in the studio with us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then Monday, we have an even more special guest joining us for Second Cup. And if you have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, Monday's show is one that I think they are really going to enjoy.
Listen, you have a very similar special guest every year while I'm on vacation.
Yes.
And all I'm going to say is, if I get another message and I'm on the naughty list this year, I am not going to be happy.
Well,
because inevitably,
you usually wind up on it.
You've got some sassy comments, and then I get these messages, and I'm like, this is my vacation. Leave me alone.
Good morning, Marguerite. Diane's just celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday, Diane. MB is here. Sarah says, that was such a great story.
Thank you. Really quick, speaking of birthday, my mom's birthday is coming up, so happy birthday early.
When's her birthday?
This weekend.
Yay. MB, happy birthday. Woo. That's so exciting.
29 again.
Yes, queen. Doesn't look a day
yeah,
over 30.
Exactly. Okay, so the story I did. Who said that? Oh, Sarah. Oh, my God. Okay, so Kim and Mike are actually friends of mine. I got to put that out there. This is Lucy. How cute.
Adorable.
Okay, so I hear this story. I saw that Kim had her baby on Facebook. I'm like, oh my God, Kim had her baby. And I hadn't seen her for a long time. But she's like a friend of my friend. That's how I met her. So I text my friend, because of course you don't want to bother the person who just had the baby. Like, hi, how'd you have the baby? You know, whatever.
Can I do a story?
But right. So I text my friend and I was like, oh my God, Kim had her baby. That's so great. And she's like, yeah, wait until you hear the story. So then I see them at a party and I hear the story. So Dad.
Wait, can I ask, what was that conversation like? Were they like joking around like, oh my gosh, you can't believe that? Like, what was the initial conversation like when you met them at the party?
I was like, you guys have to tell me what happened.
Okay.
Like, tell me, because I heard like it was like wild.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah. So this is her second baby. She went into labor, and they tell you, like, hang at your house for a while, labor at your house until you're ready to come to the hospital, because usually it doesn't go too fast. And she was so funny. She's just like, well, they say your second comes faster. And boom. So she's laboring at home, and then she's like, okay, it's probably time to go to the hospital, goes to wake him up. By the time she wakes him up, she, like, I believe somebody used the phrase zero to baby. Like, it was like, this is happening.
Wait,
like,
as she went to go wake up her second son?
No,
or
her
her
husband.
oldest?
She wakes up her husband. He's like, okay, I'm going to, get everything ready.
Yeah.
They're calling people. Someone's got to come be with their little
Sure.
son. They have a little son too. By the time, like, it's not long, but by the time he's like up to it, she's like, I'm going to have this baby. Like, now.
Wow.
And she said at first her husband's like, yeah. And then, like, she was, like, really in labor in their living room. And he ends up she goes, you got to call 911. So they call 911. And she said she was in so much pain. They say, get her on her back. And she's like, I couldn't even, but he finally gets me down there. And then he, like, actually sees what's happening. The baby was, like, crowning.
Wow.
Like, she was having the baby. So the 911 dispatcher talks her husband, who has no medical training.
He's a banker.
He works at KeyBank. Talks her husband through delivering the baby in the living room.
I want to meet this dispatcher.
Her mom was also there because her mom was coming to help with the son, and a neighbor came over to help too, because they called the neighbor also. So they had two other people there, and it was like this to this. I know, I want to meet the dispatcher too. I just didn't have enough time to do both.
I get it.
But it was like, so they were listening, and mom is like giving note, and Mike's, they're all listening to the dispatcher, going through towels, like She said it was
you know,
Yeah.
like obviously these people are very well trained,
Yeah.
these dispatchers,
Yeah.
but can you imagine I mean, it's not a crisis when your child is born, but I mean, it's a crisis that is done in your house and you weren't planning to have it in your house, right? I mean, obviously
Right.
there are people who have birthing plans and give
sure,
birth
and some
in their
people
homes.
do that, right? But this was not the plan.
And so when there's somebody who's able to walk you through as, you know, an emergency worker who, you know, in turn is able to relay directions to somebody who deals with money.
Oh my God. So, and they were so funny too, because I asked her first, how was he? Like, how was your husband all this time? She's like, what did she say? She's just like, he was like down to business.
He was a
calm.
rock.
Right. He was calm. She called him a rock star. And then I asked him, and he's just like, I'm terrified. I'm sweating.
And 911
sweating.
finally came.
He's like, this and this and this, right? And so he did deliver the baby. And then shortly after, the ambulance arrived and the paramedics or EMTs walked in, and he just goes, thank God. Like,
I mean, the juxtaposition here is so wonderful.
baby cried as soon as she came out. So, and Anita says, delivering a baby not complicated as long as there aren't any issues. Well,
Right.
right. But like, that's the thing. You never know.
Well, but like even still, I mean, yes, I get that, but
Oh, yeah, I didn't get to put this in the story because there's just so much. It's so funny.
yeah.
But he said the dispatcher said, okay, now you're going to put the baby onto mom's chest, but don't like clinch the umbilical cord at all. You want to leave it attached because like the paramedics on they were going to like cut they were going to handle that. So he's like, he did like I'm interviewing him. And
Wait, why would you not want to do that though?
I think it lets like that extra like nutrients for a little bit, like get to the baby or something. Like there's something there's a science behind it.
Okay.
And I also think probably if you don't have to do it, maybe it's safer for some
Sure,
people
sure,
if they're
okay.
going to do it. But I believe in the like interview. I'm trying to remember because it was so funny. I almost put it in, but I just couldn't fit it out. He's like, so I'm like, how do I, like,
Oh,
because there's so
God.
much
Oh,
stuff, right? And
God.
he's just like,
Oh God. Oh God.
They were so fun to talk to
I'm
because
sure.
he was just a great, like, he had such great color to his, like,
Well,
story.
what's so funny is that you could tell that Mike is like this really stoic, very quiet,
Pretty
reserved.
quiet. Yeah.
But like in his one-liners, in his quips,
They were fantastic. Right?
Yeah,
You're just like, oh.
I was terrified.
So I texted her this morning and I was like, just so you know, the people at my work, like I was listening to people laugh when they hear a story. I go, they hear a lot of stories. I'm like, so if they're laughing, you know, like.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
story.
people are liking that. Yeah.
Diane says, yes, they say the second one comes faster. My first was 17 hours. Second barely made it to the hospital.
Right.
Holy
Right.
cow. Who was first, Brian? Or no, I don't think Brian is.
Sarah, yes, they got to the hospital. They stayed for a couple days at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
And she said, like, she had called saying, hey, I'm coming in. I'm getting, because you call, give them a heads up. I'm in labor. I'm coming in. She's like, and then they were not, like, they were ready for her. They
Yeah.
were like, whoa,
Right, not ready for baby.
because they were there together.
This was my question. I agree. I'm so glad Lauren and I are on the same page here.
I believe her mom. But she also said it, like, really, she said, it's all good. I was in their
Thank
living room.
goodness. Oh my God.
Looks great.
Lori, what a miracle. Kelly, shout out to the dispatcher.
And they said the same thing. They're like, thank goodness this person was there. They talked us through. And it was a man. And they said, like, you felt like he had done this before. Like, you felt like he was.
They're just very well trained.
Yeah.
Marguerite says Katie's second baby would be fine if this happened as long as Paul, the trained firefighter, was around.
So I said to them when we were talking at this party, I was like, my husband he's an EMT because all the firefighters are EMTs. I'm like, and he does go to a lot of emergencies. I was like, I would never. Like, I don't think I could. I'd be like,
Well,
get someone who knows what they're doing.
what were we talking about this morning? I mean, Katie and I have a lot to say to each other while the stories are running.
Yeah.
And so Katie goes, how much do you want to bet?
Paul and I would be in a huge fight as this was happening.
And what did I say?
You said, I don't need to bet.
I don't need to hedge a bet at all. I said, I don't even want to wager that because it would be a losing bet.
Although I feel like at that point, when she's giving,
Yeah.
she's probably like,
Just get
gonna
this out
take
of me.
anyhow. Right, yeah. And like, oh my gosh, I can't even.
Anita
imagine.
says, I probably delivered 30 babies in homes in 13 years as a paramedic. Wow. Yeah, we want to meet the dispatcher. That would be a great follow-up.
I know.
Was this Buffalo or another town?
OP.
Okay. So I guess it's like, is that through Erie County?
Yeah. And like, I just didn't have the time to get over there, but maybe we will.
Noreen says, I barely made it to the hospital for my first. They sent me home when we went to the hospital the first time, so we did, but had to go back and barely made it to a room.
Right.
What is that
These
like,
stories are
Noreen?
crazy.
It's a little, seriously, because I mean, like, first of all, A, I'm a man. 2, I'll never have a baby. And 3, like, the blood-curdling screams that I've heard from people in their storytelling about how they're, they heard next door, there was a blood-curdling scream and blah, blah, blah. Like, what is it like when you barely make it to the hospital?
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. Yes, exactly, Paula. I can hear Katie now. Not the good towels. Right. Why'd you throw out that pillow?
I was pregnant.
I know.
There was an incident where Paul threw out my pillow and my pillowcase for the right reasons. But I was pregnant and I burst into tears. Like I told Ed, I was like, I was very pregnant at that point. And losing my pillow was like, when you go through that, like you just have these horrible, like I was crying over a pillow and a pillowcase.
And
I cried. I called my mom. I was crying, and she's like, I was like, my house is just. This is before I even have a boy. I didn't even know Logan was a boy at the time. I go, my house is just full of boys all the time, and I was just like, and this was my nice set of sheets with flowers. Like, if you've been pregnant, you get it. And I was just like, I just have one thing for girls, and it's my sheets and my pillow. And my mom's like, I'm going to send Amazon some sheets to your house right now. I'm like, okay. And then like 10 minutes later, I was like, well, that was crazy. I was like, woo. Yeah. And I literally like after like we were driving in silence because we had been on a road trip. This is how the pillow got lost. Like it was the whole thing. It was at a hotel. It ended up in like a thing that you're never going to get the pillow out of at that point. And so like after like 10 or 15 minutes, I was like, sorry about my tears. I don't even know how to describe it, but if you've been there and you've been pregnant, you will understand.
I mean, I guess I get like that sometimes. Russ says every 6 weeks I go through something like that. Paul is giving the look. Okay, whatever Katie says.
It was just like one of those moments.
Oh my gosh, you are so funny. This is one of those signs that
Second cup is therapy.
Yeah, exactly. And that you and I know each other just too well.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it was just one of those moments.
Well, a Christmas miracle,
yeah,
to say the least.
Is just really cute. And their son is really cute. Like, they're just
oh my gosh, I know. They're adorable.
They're a cute couple, like a cute little kids.
Anita says, I have menopause. Every 6 weeks, Russell says, there is like...
That's funny.
There is rage that comes out of my body.
Some sort of... Corinne says her baby number 5 was almost... Baby number 5, wow.
Jeez, Louise.
Almost delivered in the elevator at Children's.
Yikes. Wow. Well, thank goodness it was almost and not actually.
Kelly, her second, caught by the nurse. Doctor thought he had a lot of time. Nurse knew better.
Jeez. Unreal.
Everybody's got these crazy stories.
Marguerite says, my boys didn't want to leave the womb. Breech, transverse, posterior. Okay, Anita. Oh my God.
Having a baby seems like such a it's a natural thing, right?
It's beautiful.
There's so much behind it that could go wrong.
Well, look.
They're really, and I'm not trying to scare people, whatever, but it's just they realize, I think everybody realized how lucky they were to have this guy on the phone and to that everything went according to plan that became the plan.
Yeah. And I don't mean to get super deep here, but I just think it's so cool the way it works, right? There is literally there are two things coming together and by the some supernatural power, there is a baby.
Science. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
What? How does that happen?
It's pretty wild. Remember, you could see and feel the baby. Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
Human baby. The human body is incredible.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so everybody's doing great. They've got this beautiful new family member. Boy, she's so cute. Just looking at them, and you forget the little sounds they make. Oh, adorable.
Well, you can see Katie's story right now on WKBW.com. Jordan just dropped a link in there. Yes. And check it out. Share it around. It's a good story.
Very good.
All right. Miracle of Christmas. We are 7 days away. Today is a week from Christmas Day. Look at the countdown. Here we go.
Yeah, the miracle is going to be, do we all get everything ready?
And do your kids sleep through the night? 6 days, 15 hours, 44 minutes, 20 seconds until Christmas.
Oh, my goodness. Now, did you get up early? Well, you didn't
I'm
celebrate
Jewish.
Christmas,
Yeah,
right?
so no.
Did you get your presents at night?
Yeah, it was after we lit the menorah.
Yeah.
My mom would, when we were younger, go upstairs to her secret hiding spot in her closet, and she would fish the presents out one by one and bring them downstairs
Wait,
for
so
both
did
Dana
you
and
get
me.
to pick?
No, not at that point.
Okay.
But when we got older,
Yeah.
she would bring all of the presents beautifully wrapped downstairs and put them by the buffet that we had where we would light the menorah.
And then you pick one each time.
Correct. And that was always very exciting.
You're like, do I pick the biggest, the smallest?
Well, and the biggest one wasn't always the best.
No.
So it was. I have really wonderful Hanukkah memories. We'd say the blessing over the Hanukkah candles, and we'd say Amen like in the prayer, and my mom would say Happy Hanukkah, everyone, and we'd all give kisses.
So cute.
And then we'd get
Would
to
it be just your immediate family?
yeah, the four of us. I mean, like the first night was usually the most special, and we'd have everyone over. We'd have latkes and whatever. But like those are the things. Like I still say after lighting the Hanukkah candles, I say Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Yeah,
just like my
cute.
mom. Like I don't know why. It's just the thing. But on Christmas for us, it was a very peaceful morning. But we would always have Chinese food.
Yeah.
We would go to the movies. And then maybe go to our neighbor's house for dessert afterward.
That's nice.
But for
Yeah.
in your family, it was like it was growing
Well,
up.
we
and it
would
was,
do, because my grandma was Polish, so we would do the Polish Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
Vigilia, meatless, the pierogi.
Is that why you make pierogi?
Yeah. So we would make them for that. And then you'd have fish too.
Yeah.
It was a meatless meal. And that mushroom soup, that borscht, the mushroom soup. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever had it.
I love borscht,
It's a
though.
very, very unique taste. It has pickle juice in it too. It's got like
That's not the Doug Blood, right?
No.
Okay.
This one is like mushroom based pickle juice. It's kind of like a sour. Like it
Ooh,
is an
sounds really
acquired
good.
taste. You would probably like it. You're pretty adventurous with
My
that.
dad-
When I was a
sorry.
kid, I was not into it.
He goes, I remember being there too.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you were
Dad.
there, Dad. Yes, we do that Christmas Eve and then Christmas morning. And you guys wouldn't believe this. Santa knew that we celebrated on Christmas Eve at my grandma's. I know. So he would put presents at my grandma's house on Christmas Eve
Oh my gosh.
while we were eating.
Did you
Right.
know?
Well, I mean, I got used to it over the years. I'm
How
like,
did he know that, and how
I
did he do it
don't-
without you even seeing?
I don't know. But so my grandma had like a vestibule at her house, like your typical like old Buffalo house, right?
Yeah.
She lived in Riverside. And it would had a front door and then like almost like not a mudroom because it's so
Yeah,
small, but like the little vestibule area. Second door, okay? So the doors would be shut. You had to leave the door shut and you weren't allowed to look out through the little window because Santa's not gonna come if you look through the little window.
Right.
So you'd be eating dinner and you're eating with your family, but then you'd be like, maybe I hear something. There were no presents there before. Maybe there will be. And then by the end of dinner, you wouldn't believe it. They'd always be there.
Wow.
I know.
So what happened on Christmas Day in your house?
So that was at my grandma's house, and he would bring a present or two there.
Oh,
so we would
okay,
open, and my
okay.
family opened presents on Christmas Eve, like with our immediate family there.
Okay.
And Christmas Day, he would come to my house too.
Wow.
I was very lucky.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I know. Well, like, and my aunt would be there a lot. Like we'd have family members there a lot, so we'd open
Yeah.
with our family members. But maybe Santa would leave like a gift or two.
Wow, that is very cool.
Lucky me.
Oh my gosh, he was speedy.
Double duty for us.
Went around the world.
It was so exciting. hmm
Somebody asked what are latkes. Peter had asked. Latkes are potato pancakes. We're actually making them this weekend.
And they're spelled L-A-T.
Right.
K-
Latkes.
K-A? L-A-T-K-A?
K-E.
L-A-T-K.
Latke. And here's the way we like them. Number 1, really crunchy. Number 2, lots of pepper. Okay, so top right, see that picture on the top right? That's exactly how we like them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's almost like a bird's
What
nest.
holds it together?
Flour, eggs,
Oh, flour. Okay. Mhm.
potatoes and onions. That's
Do you
basically what
have
it
to
is.
use a special chopper? You know how it's like in.
No, you know what I do? I just grate them. My fingers are
Why
like
Did I not think of that? That is so dumb of me. My brain doesn't work. Of course you grate them. I'm looking at it like. Whoa.
yes.
As soon as you said it, I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's what you do. Okay. You can tell I spent a lot of time in the kitchen.
They are delicious. And
My mom is probably like, oh my God, this girl. What did I not teach her?
no,
No, she is.
I have to show you the recipe that we use. That's exactly the way it happened for me and all my cousins many years before, Katie. Oh my gosh. Oh, he delivered gifts to the vestibule.
Yes, that's where they are.
Oh.
So then you'd hear, right. Not under the tree, right?
Okay.
And you would open that door and he left
my-
you in the vestibule.
Wow.
I know. And right, when my mom and her was little, that happened. And when I was
Wow.
little, it happened. So right in between those doors would be the presents.
How do you like that?
I know. What a guy.
You know, Santa is very, very smart. He is just very powerful. Obviously, he knows what everyone
so, like,
wants.
realistically, at my house, because we have that vestibule too,
Right.
like that could happen
With
someday
Logan.
too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to show you the recipe that this is the recipe. Obviously, you can't see, but here, I'll hold it up.
It's so hard to see.
Jordan, focus on this. Sorry.
Wait, can you turn it back around for 1 second?
Hold on. Okay, see how it says potato latkes? Look at how old that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from when I was in nursery school.
Yeah.
And I mean, my mom
Wait, okay, so this is from a book.
it was from a flyer that came home while I was in nursery school. And my mom still has it in her recipe
Oh
book.
my god, that's so funny.
And I guarantee you that once Logan is going to come home with something like this.
Oh gosh, yikes! We better take it to my mom's house. We better take it downstairs, to Uncle Dave.
Right.
Scrub and rinse the potatoes, grate them into the bowl, peel the onions, grate into the bowl. Okay, so onions and potato together.
Yes.
Add the flour, eggs, salt, pepper.
Lots of pepper.
Mix well. Heat the oil in the frying pan, medium heat till it sizzles. Drop in heaping tablespoons.
Yes.
Oh, and then you flatten them
Yes.
in there. Oh.
Oh my
Then you turn it
god.
over.
The best. The one thing that we've learned, Dana and I, in making them over the last 3 years, because, you know, and
I'm just gonna take a little pic of that.
I'll send it to you. You know, I don't know how to explain this like very eloquently, but the way our job works, we've moved all over the country, right? Like
Right.
I grew up on Long Island, moved to Virginia, moved to Buffalo. My parents were still on Long Island. They had moved to Pennsylvania after they retired. So it was kind of just me alone for a long time. And like, I didn't really celebrate by myself. I just didn't really want to do that. I don't know. Like, it just didn't feel right. My sister moved here 3 or 4 years ago. And since then, like, that was life changing for me to have my sister here. And we started making latkes together. And then, you know, Russ got involved, you know, because he's the cook.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, why don't you do it this way? Because we were making them in the frying pan. He got out the griddle, and it was game changing for
okay,
us.
so okay.
Because we were making them in like a round frying pan. It was taking
Okay.
forever.
Yeah,
Russ
yeah,
was like, use the electric
Try this,
griddle.
yeah.
And
Oh,
it
yeah,
was awesome.
The electric griddle, you filled that with the oil.
Yes.
So my mom would do that with fish because, like, when you cook fish in the house, it stinks. Like, let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it just does, especially if you're frying it.
Anything.
So, like, she used to do it out in the garage, plug the electric griddle thing in the
Yeah. Oh,
garage.
that's
And
smart.
bring it back in, or
That's a
do it
good
on the
idea.
deck if it wasn't too cold.
Right. That's actually a really smart idea because the house stinks
But like
afterward.
at my grandma's house when we were doing this when I was a little kid, like you were getting pierogi and you were getting fish, and it was in her kitchen, which is like the size of my kitchen.
Yeah.
It's tiny, and it was like, yeah,
We fry a pierogi on the griddle on Christmas Eve. Yeah, see, that's smart. Diane's wondering, are latkes different from original potato pancakes? My mom used to make homemade potato pancakes when we were kids. No, I really don't think that they are. We put sour cream and an applesauce on them.
both.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love them. My dad, never mind.
he likes applesauce. It looked like he
Yes.
left a message.
Oh man, but like sometimes the heat and the cold,
Yeah,
it's just like the best combination. Yeah, it was a great tradition for my sister and I, and now my family is here.
yeah.
Which also is like the coolest thing in the entire world because how often do you get? Well, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, for people who grew up here, like
know.
I didn't mean to just touch
That's okay.
your boob, but
It's fine.
It's great to have your family here.
I liked how you said before my sister came and it was a game changer. I like to think that that's how my brother feels too. It's probably look great. Well, we're doing our pierogi Monday. We're gonna try to knock out some of the fillings this weekend. That's always easier if you've got them ready to go.
What are the fillings?
Cheese, like with sugar. Well, some people like just regular cheese. Some people like cheese with sugar. Some people like cheese with sugar and cinnamon. So we can like do some and then add the sugar. We can do those different fillings, and then we do potatoes with sauerkraut.
Don't you do farmer's cheese?
Yeah, that's farmer's cheese.
Oh, okay,
I'm just-
okay.
Yeah, those are the only kind of cheese we do. And then Sauerkraut and mushroom we've been doing too. We're not gonna. We're gonna try. We always say we're gonna try not to do too many this year. I know.
Who's doing the hand grating?
So that when you said tradition, you
Yeah.
know, we used to use literally the old meat grinder with the crank.
Yeah.
It was such a pain. No offense, Mom. Like
But that was a tradition in your family.
here's why it became a pain though, because it was fine for a while, and then like as countertops changed and like just technology changed, and I feel like kitchens changed, it didn't fit on anything.
It clamped.
It clamped, right? So the countertops were now too big for it to fit.
Got it.
So then we would clamp it to a cutting board, but you had to hold this side of the cutting board, or
Oh,
someone had to hold
man.
that side of the cutting board while somebody else cranked it,
Oh,
and it
that's
was
hard.
just like okay. So one year, Chrissy and I talked my mom into using the KitchenAid attachment, and it was fine, and we just kind of roll with it because like we still have the grinder; it still exists.
Do you bring it out on for this tradition?
No, not anymore. We
Okay.
did for so long. And the thing is, so like, let's say, but it just doesn't fit anymore. You would have it on the cutting board. And then the other thing is it's tall, and countertops are taller than they
Sure,
used to be
yeah.
too. So now somebody's on a chair
Oh my
feeding
God.
like potato and sauerkraut into this meat grinder. Someone else is cranking it. Like, I am not kidding you when I say this is what happened.
Oh my God.
And then we get to the point where we're like, this is a little nuts. Like,
When is Chrissy coming home? Chrissy is Katie's best
probably
friend,
this
by
weekend.
the way.
Yeah. I don't know if she has a definite driving plan, but she is coming home this weekend. Did she say? I can't remember. She said she's gonna be there Sunday. She was gonna try to if she could help with the
Dr. Fanning.
stuffings. But
She'll
she'll be there Monday, and that's what's important.
She looks great, by the way,
Yeah.
Dr. Fanning. She's always so happy, always smiling.
Cutest little thing.
Lauren says there's nothing better than being close with your siblings. I agree. Like Dana and I probably still hated each other until, we grew up.
Everybody has their moments still. Like,
I know.
please, we still have our moments with our adult siblings. It
Yeah.
happens. My mom has family. Paula says she's got the old family grinder also. Right.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna get rid of it.
No, you can't. It's like an heirloom, right?
But like at some point, you're like, we got to get a little more efficient here because this is getting wild.
It takes too long. It
well,
takes a
and
long time.
again, literally, someone's on a chair.
I have a question. If somebody comes over to your house for like pierogi making, do they bring a gift or do they bring something for?
So we do, like, I do get gifts with Chrissy's mom. We always exchange.
Okay.
So we'll do that. Like, there's a little point where we'll be like, guys, and it's always right around my mom's birthday. So Chrissy will bring her a gift.
Oh, that's
Molly
nice.
Will bring Molly's dad usually stops by with like one of those. What are they called? Are they Kringles? He goes to Eileen's in West Seneca. That bakery.
Russell has been trying to get me to go there for the longest time. He says it is the best bakery.
You're gonna want to go.
Eileen's. Okay.
Is it a Kringle? I think it's a Kringle.
What kind of cookie
It's like
is
an
it?
almond ring,
Ooh, okay.
and I think it's called a Kringle. It's so good.
What, does it have like almond in it, like a croissant?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
And
almond
got
paste.
It's flatter.
Yeah.
It's a ring and it's got icing on the
Ooh,
top.
almost like a Danish.
Yeah. Like kind of like a coffee cake, but it's
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called. It's delicious.
Well, so my
Almonds,
question is,
bagels,
okay, so
it's a real
presents.
carb-heavy day.
Yeah, but do you bring a bottle of wine? I mean, I'm sure in your
Well,
house
so
you're drinking
we
a lot of wine with it as you're making them,
We're
right?
not allowed to drink the wine until the pierogi are done being made.
Really?
Yeah, that's a rule my mom instituted.
MB, I am shocked. What?
Well, we start at like 9 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Like that would be a long day. I think by the end you'd be like,
Yeah, that's the best part.
Oh my gosh, no. So afterwards, like we always make a meal. We'll post sausage. We'll have that because we'll have meat then, and then we'll.
Okay, got it. Understood. Okay. Well, what would you bring a gift? What kind of gift would you bring?
We were talking holiday gifts.
Yeah, to somebody who is hosting. I think a bottle of wine.
Wine. I said an ornament would be
That's a great idea.
Because we were saying people have holiday parties. This is what they recommend: $10 to $40. We went to a holiday party last weekend and I brought a bottle of wine. I went
Yeah.
and got a nicer bottle of wine.
I agree. I feel like that's a good way to go. They were saying if you're bringing cookies or something, you bring them on a plate that the host might like.
That they could keep.
Yeah.
And they also said don't bring something like flowers wrapped
Right.
that the host then needs to like stop what they're doing and handle.
And I said, put them in a vase. And then you said put them in a vase.
A vase, not a vase.
Oh,
A vase.
a vase.
Put it in a vase.
What's the correct pronunciation? Vase,
Vase.
not
I
vase.
mean, I'm sure vase is fine. You fancy
It's like my mom saying croissant.
croissant,
Croissant.
mozzarella.
She thinks she's French. She goes croissant. And then she says gazebo. She doesn't say gazebo. She says gazebo.
Look, that I think is just wrong. No
Okay,
offense,
wait.
Janet.
there was one day
Gazebo.
gazebo.
I've never heard that.
There was one day where she was screaming at my dad, and we had a 2-story house. She was upstairs in the kitchen, my dad downstairs in the basement. We had like a pantry in our basement downstairs. And she's going, Kevin! Screaming at him from the top of her lungs. Do we have cans of crushed pineapple or just chunks? Literally just like that. And I will never forget this. I mean, I'm telling you, that is exactly the way she sounded. Screaming bloody murder for freaking pineapple chunks.
That's all right. He makes fun
God.
of me for the way I say a lot of stuff.
I know, I make
No,
fun
he
of
makes fun
everyone.
of everybody. Yeah,
Because I'm perfect.
yeah. Yeah.